done is to get that piece of crap out of my ring. Don't just get him out of the ring, get him out of the WWF. Because I've proved, son, without a shadow of a doubt, you ain't got what it takes anymore. You sit there and you thump your Bible and you say your prayers, and it didn't get you anywhere. Talk about your Psalms, talk about John 3:16. Austin 3:16 says, I just whipped your ass.
Well, if that don't get you motivated, if that don't get you excited for Stone Cold Day, then by all means, welcome, because we're going to tickle that fancy. It's Saturday night. It's Stone Cold Day, March 16th. You got myself, the People's Choice, Don Rodriguez, the big guy, Randy Savage, Macho Man, KG, and pouring a nasty Guinness. Jesus, Lord help me. The Nubian Sumo. That's a lot of head on that Guinness. Pause.
That's because you don't know what you're doing.
I don't.
You don't.
I stayed away from the lagers. That was not my cup of tea when it came down to bar.
A proper Guinness is to be poured at a 45-degree angle and takes exactly 119 seconds for a proper pour.
Well, thank you. We did not know that between you being a connoisseur of other alcoholic beverages like PortMose.com, you are also a smoker, and a Guinness expert. You cover a lot.
Hey, man.
I swear. You're like
I've been drinking Guinness for a while. I've been drinking Guinness for a while. Guinness, three Guinnesses used to be my dinner at one point.
Wow. And now we know we're stunted your growth. So while he's pouring something to the contrary, oh Lord, he's adding more to it. Something to the contrary.
You only pour the first 3/4 of it, and then you get for the proper head. See how that looks? Ain't that pretty?
Somebody called John Tapper. There's more.
But wait, there's more.
Oh, bless it, all the bless. What do we got next? Oh.
Got a little Bailey's Irish cream up in this beach.
I thought we couldn't say bad words.
It's 3:16. I can do what I want. And
what the hell?
A little Jameson's Irish whiskey. And we're going to pour that on top. Try to get a little float action going on here. Yep. So now we're going to take this and this, put them together, and we got what? An Irish bomb shot, a Dublin bomb, an Irish slammer.
Are you really doing that? You're going to make a mess. Thank you. Jesus Christ.
Yep, it's going to be that type of show tonight.
Happy St. Patrick's Day. What? What?
Jeez.
I don't know what to say. I really don't, because this mess about to be off the rails. Did our show last week air?
No.
Yes, it did.
It aired on our channel, but it didn't air on Clear Productions channel.
Why not? We didn't clear
I
that.
wasn't put. We knew from the get go that wasn't going there. That was going to be mainstream in our mainstream. That wasn't going to be. That wasn't for wide distribution. So please, I would like that. This is impossible, man.
We couldn't squeak that one out.
No, it started bad, and I told the Midnight Rider, I said, "You the reason why this happened." But
First of all, you don't think we just started bad? Didn't you see Supercaholic just go ham on a cup?
No, wait, hold on. But see, everybody has a gimmick, and his gimmick is like a Four Horsemen's gimmick. It's his way of life. He is a libations connoisseur. He is a cigar aficionado.
He's still going.
He gonna keep going. No broken IPA tonight.
Well,
nah.
Ladies and gentlemen, I got the feeling it's about to be a Sam Jackson episode.
Nope.
This is gonna be a Stone Cold Steve Austin episode. What?
Motherfucker. See, they flow together.
Come on.
Dang. I was trying. So about this time, we plug Fort Mose because we can help you get a discount on it. So this is a great opportunity while you're watching oh my God. This guy's liver get totally emaciated and destroyed to go to www.buyfortmose.com/discount/maniacs. Get you your own Black French drink so you can make anything that you see the Nubian Sumo killing his liver and his livelihood with in the courtesy of your own home. If nothing
and
else,
I know what y'all say. It doesn't look like the Fort Mose, but this is the rum that they put out. This is a female-owned and operated distillery out of Palm Beach called Palm Beach Distillery, and they are selling their Caribbean-style rum on the Fort Mose website. So this is one of the things that you can get from Fort Mose, as well as the Fort Mose whiskeys and the rye whiskey. So again, take advantage of a black owned company. Take advantage of a female owned company, and get some of this rum too. 2 bottles gets you free shipping. They still got the $20 off of all the bottles going on for March Madness, and you get the 10% discount without a promo code. So take advantage of it while it's still here. March is leaving here fast. So do what you do.
that's right. It gives you the opportunity to double dip, save $20 off plus our discount, and then when you get it, go ahead, just send us a message and say, "Hey, Sumo, my liver is about to be destroyed, just like yours." Sumo,
What?
you are my alcoholic hero. You're my alcoholic hero. You're my alcoholic hero. Alcoholic hero. So that segment was brought to you by the musical stylings of The Rock. Once again, how long has it been since we've had The Rock singing? He was probably drunk off of FortMose.com. But how long has it been since we had The Rock singing to the fans? What, maybe 10 years or so?
Something like that, but it wasn't long enough.
I got you. It wasn't doing right. I got you. You was covering up the Nubian Sumo's face there. So I had to make an adjustment.
Oh, please, Bob. That was the point. Let me do it again. No, that's not what I want. Stop breaking it. Now I need to change it. See, that's what I'm talking about. That's what happened when you got 2 people on the boards. Did you break this one? Nope, you ain't break that one either. Back to the Rock. Ladies and gentlemen, we're not experiencing technical difficulties. We are experiencing residual drunkenness thanks to the Nubian Stumo and his aficionado-ness of Irish bombs, Guinness bombs, adding the Fort Mose bombs, and all that. He probably going to pee on himself by the end of the night. Nothing.
Don't hate. Participate.
All right, you're right. Me and Baby Yoda are gonna have some wine. It's a lot too. I don't even know what kind of wine it is. Unfortunately, it's probably not as good as what you will get from fortmost.com. So make sure you go ahead and visit them. Discount /Maniacs to save you some money. So tonight's episode is definitely brought to you by Stone Cold Steve Austin. So if you want to do a drinking game, you can see how many gulps that the Nubian Sumo takes tonight off of whatever he is. If it's all Guinness all night, I don't know. He could be, preempting St. Patrick's Day only, or he may have something else special. We'll find out throughout the course of the show. But just keep drinking, hopefully with our discount code. So going back to The Rock Sumo, did you enjoy The Rock's breakdown of not only Cody Rhodes, not only Seth freaking Rollins, but he had to go ahead and talk about Cody's mama with a little bit of Moana.
Of course I did not enjoy that.
Would you rather a tournament?
Yes, I would much rather would have had like the tournament.
Whatever. Stop.
Let's talk about things that went wrong. Okay. This thing went wrong. First of all,
dig into it.
He did a much better job singing the first time than he did this time. Okay.
He was drunk off of FortMostSay.com.
He must have been drunk because he was cutting into the music. He wasn't even following the music. You could tell he rehearsed that. He's coming in whenever he feels like he wants to come in. He got then. Okay, so he talks about how Cody is 20 years younger than his siblings, right?
Yep.
Am I not mistaken that he has twins that are 17 years younger than Ava?
What?
Am I wrong in that?
What?
I mean, if you're gonna talk about it, talk about it.
Well, of course, so talk about it when Cody's not there to retort.
Those babies that you got that picture of and whatnot, them two twins that you got, you don't love them? Those were mistakes? What you trying to say?
He knows Cody's not going to go there. So, that's a heelish thing to do. I don't know why you'd be upset by that.
But just to say it, knowing that it's going to bounce back on you, though.
Would it be different if it wasn't The Rock?
How you going to say it? And not, what?
You peeing on yourself. That's what
I did not. I have not.
You go.
No, I'm not going to. I'm
going to do a couple drips.
I do not have to wear a diaper. Okay, I'm doing just fine. I know next time you talk about my girl Jill Scott, we're gonna have a problem.
He's going commando. Oh, Lord bless it. Now we find out a little bit more than we need to know. You going commando.
And then getting back to, were my ears not working when he started talking about Mama Rhodes and he said all of a sudden Mama Reigns when he was pulling the weight belt out the bag? Did he not say Mama Reigns?
Hint? Are you smelling a conspiracy, a CO and heresy? Do you think that rumor may be true? Is that what you're trying to allude to?
I'm just saying.
But let's say that rumor is
between the ones going up and him not retaliating after the slap, even though he messed up. I was about to say something. Even though he messed up the timing at the end of the show that night, he probably was supposed to do something, but he didn't because they didn't have the time to do it.
So if he's going to do the swerve, do you think it's still smart to have The Rock and Roman go over on night one?
You got to. You got to. Otherwise, night two makes no sense.
Right. So I just wanted to make sure that, we're pretty much in consensus that we know what's going to happen on night one. And then that's going to set up the opportunity through interference from everybody and their mama in that match for the Rock Bottom to come out of nowhere, 1, 2, 3, and we have a winner. We'll get to that a little bit more in detail as we get to our pre-WrestleMania show. But that's starting to look like the consensus of what's going to happen. KG, what's your thoughts? I know you enjoyed it. Sumo was talking about he didn't like it, but I know you enjoyed it.
Let me explain something to you. And first, the Midnight Rider said he asking you this, Sumo. You're worse than KG. How many women you got? Sumo has his women. I have mine.
Whoa. How come I don't get no women?
You do. You have yours. They dance on the intro and everything. They do their little turn on the catwalk. Yeah, on the catwalk.
Yeah, you can have Stephanie McMahon. You already got her.
I will say that this week they put some extra work in. I think one of them was a little excited or it was cold in the room, but I'm like, girl, you're doing it tonight. I just want to let her know. Appreciate that.
He says he been Jilly since Hidden Beach, and I don't say nothing. I let the Midnight Rider have a little bit of leeway, and I don't say anything about Jill Scott, and I keep my Jill Scott thing to myself because I'm not gonna sit here and fight every night to prove my love, so it's okay. But as far as this whole musical stylings of The Rock, come on, I love it because somebody posted something somewhere on social media. And they said The Rock being on TV, showing up on a weekly basis, being in the promos, all in the video, dancing, all in the record.
True. My bad. I thought you said puppy.
You get a couple retro games, you get you a stuffed crust pizza, and all of a sudden it's 1999 all over again. All we need.
Whoa! Wait a minute. How bougie were you? You could afford a stuffed crust pizza.
I worked for you. What do you mean? At that time, I was working for you. Yes, I could.
I remember that. I was having Little Caesars.
No, we didn't. We had one Little Caesars. That's when they had the long rectangular pizza. They didn't have circle pizza. Little Caesars was if you had money.
$5 was the pizza. What are you talking about?
Not the Little Caesars in my neighborhood, wasn't.
How much were they charging?
That long pizza was $15 because that long pizza could feed 8 people. Well, and then the crazy bread. The crazy bread. Jeez, the crazy bread.
I got the $5 special.
It feels like 1999 too. Between 99 and 03, it feels like we're young again. It feels 20 years ago. A lot of people don't like it.
Little Caesars is that pizza that you buy when you don't love your kids.
Hey, don't say that because my mom used to buy the lights used to go out. She used to go to Little Caesars and buy dinner, and it used to come in a slide in a paper bag. You had to slide it out. See, that's the old school Little Caesars we used to have.
That is. I'm gonna take you some old school. We're gonna just veer off to the side for a minute. I remember when Subway had that BS method of cutting into the bread from the top. Remember that? They would cut out the little wedge and then stick your stuff in there and then put the wedge on top.
Mm-hmm.
That's some black in the day right there. And I want some damn Western fries. Can I say that on air? I really want some Western fries. You know what I'm saying? Not like a chicken box
down there, do you?
Western fries, salt, pepper, ketchup.
Hot sauce.
Got to come from my
what are Western fries?
Wedges.
Big old wedges. And they have like
the potato wedges.
Yes.
Yeah.
What makes them Western fries?
The word fries is in it. What do you think?
Because what Western fries? They're potato wedges.
But that
people
they call
in the West eat it that way.
Western fries. See, you go to Lexington Market.
That must be a Baltimore thing because everywhere I go is Everywhere I've ever been has been wet potato wedges. I've
But
never
no,
heard of no
you
Western
get
fries.
Western fries. You get them big old
Never.
chicken wings that look like, I call them pterodactyl wings because they so big. But you get those with some Western fries. Oh my goodness! And see, they put Old Bay on their Western fries, and it is so good. Yes, Old Bay goes on everything for everybody listening.
It does. It does.
See, I knew potato wedges before I knew what French fries were.
Ooh, oh, you was a lucky one.
That was
You ever had,
there was a spot that my parents used to take me to all the time. It's called Holly Farms.
Yes.
Holly Farms that was the original chicken box for me. Well, at least he spelled my name right.
Don used to have a belt that did that. He used to lift his shirt up and it said, "You smell what the Rock is cooking." He used to roll across in letters.
And you used to sit there long enough for me to read that?
Pause.
I know, right? I know. I'm what? Yeah.
Look,
I used to sit there.
I don't know. Okay. The Midnight Rider said Don got Taylor Swift or Miley Cyrus, maybe a Kardashian. Now, he's a little too successful to have a Kardashian. His life ain't fell apart. He's too successful for a Kardashian.
Whoa. Now, if we're going to talk about it, if y'all had to pick a Kardashian, which one would you take?
None.
I said if you had to pick.
Pass.
They all old enough now. You can make a pick. It's okay.
Nah, I'd rather not.
Really?
They all ran through. What I want with them?
I'm just saying it's a game.
You can't do nothing with them.
Just pick one.
Down the hallway.
That's like rolling a marble through a sewage pipe.
Well, at least you got to the pipe. I'm just saying, pick one.
No, I want that pipe.
That's what I'm talking about.
You can't do that with Kardashian.
Kill your liver, but won't have a Kardashian. That's what I'm talking about.
Look,
yeah,
he can kill his liver, but at least you know he still got his money, and he ain't all in the news. But back to The Rock. Let's not get off track because we ain't got a whole bunch of time. This is a great segment. I feel that this build-up is getting.
I thought we had time. Did you give us time this week?
We don't have that much to cover.
Damn. We could go off the rails. The next question, since y'all don't want to commit to the daggone Kardashian question, you know what I'm saying? You know, if it's good enough for Ray J, it's good enough for everybody else. That's all we're just trying to say. But if you
that's one of the reasons why I don't.
If you had to choose between Taylor Swift and Miley Cyrus, which way would you go?
Am I dating Taylor Swift or I have to?
I don't care what you're doing with him. We know what James going to do. So just, you know, if you had to pick one. If
I had to pick one.
Well, if I don't do that, what's the purpose of being with him?
Exactly. Now, which one is it?
Well, if I had to pick one, it would be Taylor Swift. At least I know she wouldn't leave the money on the toilet. And she'd probably leave it on the dresser or something.
Okay.
I thought Don liked salt.
That's racist. We trying to be all inclusive in this show. Sumo, Taylor,
what,
or Miley Cyrus?
I
don't act like you have. You know what I'm saying? The both of them. So you know, just.
I go Miley Cyrus because she's probably a freak, and I know she probably will make a song about me once I get done with her.
So he took the safe choice. Speaking of songs, is there like a Vegas bet on how long it's going to be before we have the Travis Kelce breakup song? Is there any Vegas odds on that? KG, have you ever heard about that? Is that something?
Well, our Vegas odds betting guru is in the comments, I believe. Midnight Rider, is there a bet that I can place in Las Vegas for a Taylor Swift breakup song about Travis Kelce. Please look into that for me and get back to me, sir.
Also, look and see what the over-under is on when the match is going to start after main event night 1. After Seth Rollins, Cody Rhodes, The Rock, and Roman Reigns come out for the after the entrances.
That's going to be about 40 minutes.
Jasmine versus her.
Her doesn't have any boots.
Jasmine Sullivan.
She's pretty.
Definitely Jasmine Sullivan.
Real pretty. She got a booty though.
Now, see, her is just daggone talented.
She is.
Like when she came out at the Grammy, not the Grammy, I'm sorry, at the Super Bowl.
All right. Old Erykah Badu, young Erykah Badu.
I ain't messing with Erykah Badu at all. I ain't touching Erykah Badu.
James, don't you tell it. I bet
no.
You saw Bag Lady, you went to find every homeless person you could find.
Because the Nubian Sumo said so.
Did he just try to wrap me up like that?
Come on.
Did he just try to wrap me? Oh,
he got you good.
That's all I got to say about that.
Which way is it going?
Not that he didn't say it. He wrote it. Come on now. He put it in red and white, red and black. What the fuck? Oh.
Hey, man, look, I don't need you to join shenanigans. He says, "Oh,
I said it. He actually wrote it. He wrote it.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, man.
Let me say this. Hold on. Let me say this. I have been thinking about this show for the last 2 days, and I said I know for a fact
that's
this show is going to be kind of off the rails and epic because we got stuff to talk about, but it's not really pressing. We just here tonight. We here.
Oh. Well,
and I'm okay with that because it's good just to be here and just to kick it.
If we're just going to kick it, then we will say that all the lines that James will be snorting tonight are brought to you by. Well, actually, no. Technically, we can't say that because that would imply that they have something to do with some illegal substance that James may or may not have in his nostrils later.
I don't do illegal substances.
It is talking about lines. What else are you doing lines with? It could be bath salts. We don't know.
No.
You saw us back in the day.
No.
You the
one hanging around with the Kardashians and Miley Cyrus and whoever.
I blame Michael James. I don't know.
You the one snorting that white girl.
Ooh.
You the one sniffing that white girl. What?
All right, so let's be serious for a
what?
second. Let's be serious.
What?
Serious for a second. I would like to thoroughly apologize and repent. Forgive me, Dr. Umar, for I have sinned. It has been years since my last confession.
That unicorn gonna come out tonight. See, I don't have to worry because guess what? I'm unsupervised, so I can do this. You can't.
There may have been a bunny or two, Dr. Umar. I have to apologize now, please. I would like not to get any lashings to the tune of Shannon Sharp and some of the others that you have thoroughly called out. So please forgive me, Dr. Umar, for I have sinned. Thank you. We can now return everybody to our regularly scheduled program.
Fiocho. Come
on, Skip.
Hey, see how you doing it? See how you doing this over there, Ocho?
Not my fault. The nipples was pink, Skip. So obviously those lines are brought to you by Shannon Sharp and FanDuel. We'd like to thank Shannon Sharp for continually giving us some material, probably because he too has been drinking the FortMose.com using his Wrestlmaniacs code. While we're talking about, well, actually, we didn't really talk about it. I mentioned nipples, but while we're talking about it, let's go to a different color. And Mercedes Moné.
This show ain't gonna air either. This show ain't gonna air either.
Look, I can't cut anything out. So look.
Oh man, I'm sorry. I blame Shannon Sharp. So Mercedes Moné is finally all elite.
But she's also the highest paid woman in wrestling.
But she did not draw as much as they needed or would like to have seen versus even the debut of Edge. Excuse me. So my question to you fellas is, has it taken so long that the buzz and the hype for her to go somewhere has subsided enough to where the masses are like, finally, she's there. Okay, we'll move on. Or she's potential for it to still, build up and make something of it. Being high paid, no draw, or not drawing as much. And it's not even a male versus female thing. This is just how many people tuned in. This uh-oh. We're gonna have to behave now.
Well, oh hell.
We're gonna have to behave now.
We good, man.
No, we can't cuss now. You're gonna tell on us.
No, we good. I'm chilling.
Oh, well, fuck it then.
Try to
it's all the motherfuckers and shit you want.
Oh no! See, it wasn't me. You see who started it, right? You see who started it.
Oh, my bad. My bad, KG.
I just want to the boss, BJ, big dog.
Watching.
I ain't even do this. This ain't me.
He's at home playing WWE 2K4. What's it? 2K24. He's at home playing WWE. He is not watching our show tonight. Midnight Rider, what's up? Welcome to the party.
Hey,
obviously you jumped in, so you must have some feeling about Mercedes Moné coming out in Boston, her hometown, finally becoming all elite, getting it all mixed up with Julia Hart. Don't know if that's the program they're going to go with. She had a really crazy little finisher maneuver that we don't know what it's called. What's your thoughts on the CEO being all elite?
So I don't mean to be a person that breaks the show down or takes the show off the rails, but I was about The Rock singing segment because The Rock, I thought.
Oh, you want to go back to The Rock? Oh, shit, we can go back to that. We can change that up. Shit, we can bump.
I think The Rock had his best song since the Vicky Guerrero. You look terrible. I thought that was his best music stylings in a long time. And the whole Cody and his mama, yeah, I was with it.
Sumo didn't like it. He was a hater.
I mean, Sumo is Sumo. He don't like new stuff.
That's not true.
Really?
That's not true.
What's the newest thing you got in between? What's the newest thing you got in between?
Wow.
Pause.
No, I'm asking
Pause.
You. Ain't no pause that. I'm asking you.
Pause. The newest thing I got in between? What do you mean?
I don't know. I'm asking you.
No, I ain't getting caught up in your mess, man. No.
So now you got a challenger now. He's talking about how, he enjoyed it. You mentioned earlier how you
KG said he enjoyed it. You said you enjoyed it.
KG
I ain't got to.
The Rock. He's already over. He got The Rock could be over there singing a Trisket, a Tasket, and 3 things in a basket. He's gonna be like, all right, I'm cool with that as long as it ends in jabroni. No disrespect.
He'd have been better off saying that than what he put out, but you know, it is what it is.
I was happy that he included Moana for the kids. You know, my son marked out was like the Rock. He sung the Moana. You know, so you know he hit a different audience.
They brought back the Hollywood Rock entrance, and it didn't even sound right.
Oh yeah, but then you got a black guy.
They remixed
Stevie Wonder. You know, I'm in it. You know, come on now.
I apologize already off the break, but KG knows I am the biggest fan of the Rock Hollywood entrance. And I think that should be, since he's gone heel, I think that should be the Rock's entrance when we get to WrestleMania. Like we should go full.
Well, that's what took them so long. That's what took them so long to get it done today or yesterday, because they were remixing it. That's why I said it didn't sound right.
We don't need no remix. We want the original.
It is a remix.
It's the original. The whole thing.
If they do that, then okay. If they really go back to the original one, yeah, okay. But this is a remix.
Nah, I don't want the remix. I want the original. I want the No Way Out, about to face Hulk Hogan version of this, because that was the best moment. Like, that's one of The Rock's best moments ever.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. That's like in his top 5.
So, let me ask the 3 of y'all this, because, you know, 2 people right now are just, you know, on Team Dwayne for sure. One of them is, you know, but he's old. Nobody care about what he got to say. How you feeling about the sub news that slowly but surely been breaking that after Mania, he's got a movie to do. He may be gone for at least 6 to 9 months.
But he's never going to be, he's like, this is going to be his first couple of bumps in a long time. And then he's gone to A, recover, and B, just be a face. Like, part of his thing about being like a CEO of the company is partially about just using him whenever you want to. That's it.
If you had to, by desire, just being a fan, you know, just seeing the Attitude Era, would you want him to be there the Monday after WrestleMania? Would you want him to go at least until, what is it normally, Backlash or whatever? Would you like one more thing after Mania before he just
go ahead, KG?
See, if you're gonna do it and you're gonna bring him back, you gotta have him there the Monday after WrestleMania, because okay, let's just say Roman loses. Let's say Roman loses the belt. You got to have him there Monday to defeat. And I'm just spitballing here. Just let's say they change everything and it winds up being a triple threat between Roman, Cody, and Seth. And Cody wins both belts, but The Rock challenges him for both belts, and he's going to combine the belts, and he wins it on Monday. You know, remember the title used to change hands on Sunday night, then Monday night it would change hands again, and then Thursday it would change hands again. And then something would happen on Shotgun Saturday night, and you might have something happen on Sunday night, heating to change hands again. You know, but you gotta, if you're gonna go long-term story building, you gotta have him back to Monday night after Raw, because that is your most highest. I'm sorry, your Monday night after WrestleMania. That's your highest rated WrestleMania of the year. And statistics shows that in the last 75 years, the ratings have been over 200%. After the last 55 WrestleManias.
So the only thing I disagree with you on, KG, is
what the heck out of Steiner math is at 55 WrestleMania?
I was trying to.
And he said it with a straight face. It was like it was so convincing. I mean, You could install an Eskimo air conditioner with that face right there, boy. I'm telling you, you need to, man. You in the whatever business you in the wrong one, right? I tell you, you need to be in some kind of sales.
She even had Vince
You
thinking
need to be
about
in
it.
marketing or something. Oh, boy. I'm just sitting here. I'm like, I was just gonna wait for you to finish, and then I'm gonna be like, bruh.
I had to look. Okay, I didn't have the numbers, so I had to make up some numbers. And I was like, if I make up some bogus numbers, nobody's gonna pay attention to the numbers. They're just paying attention to what I'm saying. So let me just give you the numbers.
Lord,
You might put that 93,000
I think what KG messed up on was KG was actually counting the number of times that that Roman Reigns defended the title, as opposed in the last 1,238 days, as opposed to the number of WrestleManias. I think that's what it is.
Okay, you go ahead and try to smooth it over for your boy. He was in
He
was in Steinerland. You can't help that.
Yeah.
And to back up my tribal chief, okay, I want you to do the math on that. Okay, go ahead and do the math on that.
What?
1,200 and what? 83 days.
Mm-hmm.
Divide 54 and tell me what you got.
Not enough.
No. Do the math.
No.
Listen. Okay, listen. Okay, so under every championship contract, what is the standard for title defenses?
Every 30 days.
Do the math, KG. Do the math. His title reign divided by his title defenses. Do the math.
I was told there would be no math involved in this.
Well, blame KG.
What does it come to? What does it come to, KG?
Seriously, hold on.
We had 1,200. What?
You said 1,283, right? 1,283 days divided by 54 title defenses. What does that come out to?
This is terrible.
23.75.
Huh?
23.75. That means he's defended the title every 23 days. Every 23 days during his title reign.
Sumo.
Every 23 days. Okay, now take Hulk Hogan's. Do that for Hulk Hogan. And I did the math already, so I ain't even gonna make you do it. You know what the Hulk Hogan's came out to? He defended the title every 3 days on average.
So Hulk Hogan's a better champion than Roman Reigns.
No, I'm not saying that. I wouldn't even say that.
It sounded like you turned your back on your tribal chief.
No, I'm backing my tribal chief because guess what? My tribal chief is a heel.
You didn't back the man 3 days.
He's a heel. He's supposed to hold on to the belt. He's supposed to not defend it all the time.
The greatest
He's a heel.
No, the greatest heel ever defended his championship 14 times in 22 days in the Great American Bash.
Jim Brunzell. I remember that.
And after that, how long did it take him to defend the title after that?
Rick defended the title every month on TBS. Right before.
Okay, so we're talking about late 80s, early 90s versus now.
Yes.
We're talking about a time when Ric Flair, an actual traveling world champion, an actual champion that will go outside of the NWA, go outside of this country, outside of his organization to defend his belt against somebody who's never even held a belt outside of WWE.
All right, so if you want to use that argument, what's the argument with Gunther? Because Gunther's defending the title every week against somebody that's never even going to beat him and not even close to beating him. Sami
But
Zayn
the Intercontinental title is always going to work for its title.
Huh?
That title is the Intercontinental title is made for that. The Intercontinental title is supposed to be defended weekly because it's a workhorse championship. I've said this since I've been on this show, since I started this show. The World Heavyweight Championship in any organization should not be defended on a regular basis. It should only be defended at once every 30 days, even longer, because it's supposed to be a spectacle. It's supposed to be something special when the World Championship is defended. It's not supposed to be a thing. You're not supposed to see your World Championship champion like that.
So then explain why Gunther hasn't had a reasonable challenger until he got to Sami Zayn.
Well,
Sami Zayn's not a reasonable challenger.
That's not Gunther's fault.
That's his most relevant champion.
Hey, that's not Gunther's fault who they put in front of it.
Everybody that's reasonable is in the heavyweight title.
Gunther, nobody in the WWE chooses their opponents. Nobody.
I know what you're saying, but still, he's the champion. They're putting Snoopies in front of him. They put Ricochet. We know Ricochet's never getting the title. They put Chad Gable. We know Gable's never getting the title.
I wouldn't put it past Gable. I wouldn't put it past Gable.
But I would say the most legitimate one is The Miz. The Miz was the most legitimate
blasphemous
one
now
that he had.
Who? KG, who's being blasphemous?
Talking about Ricochet, there will be no Ricochet slander on this show.
Man, Ricochet will never win a title as long as he's in WWE. He need to go to AEW. He need to go to Impact and win the X Division Championship. He will never win a title. His biggest championship is the chick that does the announcing as his fiance. That's his biggest belt.
Ain't a bad title. Hey, around your waist. That ain't a bad title to have you around your waist there, buddy.
Ain't at all.
Let me ask this question though. Whose fault is that? To an extent. I say it's 50-50.
I blame booking. I think WWE's booking right now has gone into a thing where there's no title changes. Only title that changes hands is the women's tag team. That's it.
But the WWE needed an era like that, though. They needed an era like that, though. You got all these ADD children around here taking Adderall who can't pay attention for 2 or 3 minutes at a time. They needed title changes like that in the 90s and early 2000s. They needed those title changes every 2 or 3 months. But you needed what the business needed, an actual long reigning champion. They needed that. I always said that.
You don't need 4 long reigning championships, do you?
Well, who's the 4? The reset button. Because
Seth Rollins hasn't really had there's nobody that challenged Seth that you thought was going to beat him.
He's been hurt half of his title reign.
The smarter play, but there was some folks that could have beat Seth,
but they weren't
gone up against. They didn't make that call, but if it would have happened, it could have happened.
We weren't putting the belt back on Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre spent the title around his waist at the best time when there was nobody.
They weren't putting the belt back on Drew McIntyre because his contract was up and they didn't have his contract set up. Well, if he'd had a signed contract, they would have put that belt on him already.
They could have put the belt on him. I mean, technically,
do you believe in Drew McIntyre?
That championship.
No. I don't.
I believe it threw under the right circumstances.
Then there's no reason. Then we're not having a good conversation because
you don't believe in him.
I don't believe in him, but WWE does.
Drew going up against a heel.
WWE believes and what they want you to believe. Just like going back to your Chad Gable argument, they set up a storyline for Chad Gable to win that title, and they still doing it. Did you watch the show? Did you watch that match between Chad Gable and Sami Zayn the other night?
Yeah, I feel like this is a
Did you
hear me out?
did you notice? Okay, go ahead.
I believe this Chad Gable run is the snap/EBT version of a Daniel Bryan run right now.
Okay.
Like they're
Okay, but
it's just the intercontinental version of it. And I truly still don't believe in Chad Gable. I'm sorry. You can choose. That's just. I'm sorry. Excuse my language. That's terrible.
No, you can cuss now. You might.
he hasn't done shoes in months. He hasn't done shoes in months.
But it's whatever that thing is. I just don't believe in it.
Okay, but the WWE is going to put together, is going to set up somebody for who they want to have their titles, regardless of who it is. If that's who they want, they're going to push them and make everybody believe that this is the person that needs to have that title. Just like now.
So
they have all the negative backlash that's going on right now with Sami Zayn and that win the other night. All the internet backlash. He's talking about he's upset because he got that backlash. But guess what? If you saw the match the other night, you notice Chad Gable lifted up his left shoulder before the 3 count.
Yep.
They gave themselves an out.
Right. That gives them a triple threat option.
That gives them a triple threat option. That gives them a way to have another match before WrestleMania between Sami Zayn and Chad Gable. That Chad Gable wins his opportunity from Sami Zayn. Yeah. They gave themselves an out.
Either way, I think Damian Priest is cashing in at Mania on Gunther.
No.
Say that again?
No.
Damian Priest is going to cash in for the IC
I don't believe
title.
that.
They've got to take it off of him. It'll be a successful cash in, and then that gives a moment. You can have Priest versus Gunther, and then that can carry on.
Well, no.
Even if Sami Zayn is going up against
Gunther and you haven't seen the leak then?
Well, I've seen the triple threat leak.
You haven't seen the No. You haven't seen that there is a leaked document, WWE document right now that was on Twitter 2 days ago.
I don't believe that. I don't believe anybody can make that document up.
You don't
put a logo
believe
on
what they said the outcome of the match is gonna be? The night one?
James, I didn't go too deep into it. Once I saw that's your leaked document right there. That's what you think? No, they're not that stupid. Letterhead and
it's
everything.
Interesting. I want to see how they pull that off, though. It's so far fetched. It's so far fetched to where I just want to see if they pull that off.
Go back in time and show me a document that has had that on it, that Vince has had his logo on it. That's why I don't believe it. Because the WWE logo.
I mean, I'm not saying it's an actual document. I'm just saying it was put out there. But there's some interesting things on that document.
It wouldn't be on a letterhead. That's why I'm dismissing it. Great concept, great theories, but that's just for me. Everything else that I've seen has just been text. The only time I saw letterhead was when we're getting the little official programs to go inside, or the inserts to go in your program. Back in the day. But Roddy, you were about to say something? I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. Because I like where y'all going with this.
Okay. Well, like I said, I just think that, just because what's his name? Austin Theory didn't have a successful cash in. I think that he's going to cash in for the IC title. They'll have a feud. That's going to free up Seth Rollins, because I have another idea that may sound a little far-fetched, but I think The Rock versus Seth Rollins on the Raw after WrestleMania. The Rock, hold on. Let me just say, if I was going to book it from the heel perspective for James, because The Rock is believing all these 20-minute nuggets, all these different, Twitter, whatever video that he's doing. He beat Seth because he keeps saying, I'm going to take the belt and make it go away. He beats Seth. and then goes to make his movie and then cuts those videos on set with the belt. Successfully taking away the belt, quote unquote, until, SummerSlam or whatever. But that gives Seth time to heal. If he's going to be injured, he can go away. If not, it changes the dynamic of exactly what's going on, because we're starting to usher in as well, prepping for all the different shows to go to different places and all that. It keeps the focus on The Rock without him being there. And they can play around with some stuff. If Cody wins, we can have Cody versus Seth. We could do some different things, but that keeps the belt away and it keeps the heat on The Rock. And all he's got to do is just keep the spice going, and then he just shows back up, or Seth goes there. They could do a callback to the Hollywood backlot match, for SummerSlam or whatever, or however they want to make it work. But that's just something else that I think could be an interesting situation that would give The Rock validity. The belt goes away. Seth doesn't know what to do. He's going through turmoil. Becky Lynch loses to Rhea Ripley, so she's depressed. Seth is depressed. They both turn heel. You could do some stuff with that. That's just my thought. I'll turn back.
I can see that. No, I can see that. I can see that. I can see that. Because the only other way to make that title go away is for Cody to win both of them and unify the belts.
Right, but that's out of play now because we got the tag team. But Cody winning the Universal Championship negates the reason to have that belt. Right.
Because the only reason that belt is even in existence is because Roman Reigns holds the Universal Championship.
KG, you look like you want to say something.
Nah, it's a comment down there and say who's you guys' GOAT. So real quick, Ric Flair for me.
Yeah, Ric Flair.
Yeah, Ric Flair.
Yeah. So if I know we did this show before, but I was thinking about this on the way home the other day. Has my Mount Rushmore changed with Sting retiring? Has Sting on my Mount Rushmore, or is it still who it is? And, I think it may have changed because I don't remember exactly who I said, but Flair is going to be there. Taker's going to be there. Hogan's going to be there. And Bret Hart is currently on my Mount Rushmore. Ryder, who would be your four? If Flair's one.
Flair's one. Bret's in the mix. God, who would be? I think it's Taker and Shawn Michaels.
Okay. Sumo, if Flair's on for you, has yours changed or is it still the same?
Now, are we talking about Mount Rushmore WWE or the Mount Rushmore period?
Just Mount Rushmore period.
Oh, this is about to take a turn.
Because, I mean...
He about to have Carlos Colon on his.
No, not Carlos Colon. Well, Flair would be one, of course. Dusty would be another. I would say Inoki.
Okay.
And I'd have to put Hogan up there just because.
Carry the company. He changed wrestling after.
Yeah, like I said, just because. Just because. I mean, if we talk about all around careers. If we were talking about wrestling ability, Hogan wouldn't be on that list.
Right.
No.
Because a Hogan in WWE is nothing compared to Hogan in Japan.
Right.
Hogan in Japan is way better than Hogan in WWE.
But Hogan didn't need to be better in WWE because he was already a fixture. It was the say your prayers, eat your vitamins, and watch Vince hit on every girl in the company. So you were good to go.
Mm-hmm. KG, we didn't forget about you. Has your Rushmore changed? You muted.
What are we doing here? What are we doing here? Take yourself off mute, man.
Still on there you go.
Thank you.
Yeah, one job.
We're up to $5. Thank you for the Midnight Rider saying the phrase that pays. Appreciate that. I like doing things like that to get him to say it. So that's 2 times in one show. That's already 50 cents. We were up to $4.50 the last show. We are up to $5. Maybe, just maybe, before we get out of here, we can get up to at least $5.50. Come in, you. Come in. Before I even give the Mount Rushmore, come in. Hold on. Come in. That money. No. She's got a new scooter. She doesn't want to see me now. Come in, bend down here. You see this lovely face right here? That's where that $5 kind of sort of goes. It goes to the lovely face of these kids right here. See this boy right here. See how his face is shiny and everything. It goes to lotion for him because my son, he needs lotion. He's an ashy baby, but he's kind of big, so that's where the money goes. All right, get out of here. Get the hell out of here.
So for every 50 cents, the Midnight Rider is providing lotion. That doesn't sound right.
And how does that accumulate? How does that 50 cents accumulate?
I don't know, but KG looking like the Black Sally Struggles right now. Help the children.
Every time we say a curse word.
No. It's every time I.
What's the phrase? What are we doing here? Yeah. Okay.
That's the phrase that pays.
And that's another one. So we just made him say it. So that's another one.
So, but my Mount Rushmore, I mean, it's crazy because as a kid you idolize Hogan and you hated Flair, but then you get older and you understand Flair was the greatest and Hogan was just a puppet that couldn't wrestle.
No, that depends on where you came up. See, it's the other way around where I'm from.
Yeah, I was about to say.
You from Carolina. You from the South.
Yeah, that's right. We didn't like Flair. We didn't like Hogan.
See,
we didn't like Hogan. We didn't like anything WWE. Black Saturday turned us off of WWF.
So for me, it was the second I discovered WNUV Channel 54.
It is.
And I watched Ric Flair and the Horsemen tie Dusty Rhodes' arm to that truck and break his arm. It was over. It was over. Like WWE had nothing to offer from that moment on. That was better.
Well, hold on. See,
what they did at Papa Shango.
And they wait, hold on, time out. Don't laugh, because you missed the opportunity of having Papa Shango and the Undertaker as a tag team.
No, I didn't, because they were a tag team in Mid-South.
Well, okay, that's different. But I'm talking Papa. I'm not talking any other. And I'm talking Papa Shango, Undertaker, the dark side. That's what it was. They had everybody scared. But anyway,
you just trying to give me the 575. That's what this sounds like.
If it's possible. But no, growing up, like the Midnight Rider, what I saw on WNUV Channel 54 as well as WBFF Channel 45
testify
was Sting constantly battling with Ric Flair, and I was a huge Sting fan. Like I said, what is that, a week or two ago, about Sting and the Stinger Splash and how I used to imitate Sting as a kid because Sting was my guy. So I didn't like Ric Flair because Sting was my guy. So I that's why I said that. And Young on YouTube said, in terms of
I've always been a fan of heels. I've always been a fan of defensive play, the defensive side of the ball. Okay, I've always been a fan of the defense. I didn't care about touchdowns. I didn't care about catches. I was all about interceptions and sacks. I was always a defense. I was the defensive side of the ball. for me. And just like that, I was always a heel fan. Just like I'm more partial to somebody who's a submission wrestler than a high flyer or something like whatever. So I mean that's just me. That's just me. I'm more of a technical wrestling guy. I'm a fan of Will Ospreay. I like Will Ospreay, even though he's a high flyer, but he's more of a technical wrestler because the English style of wrestling is more ground based. And then Zack Sabre Jr., Minoru Suzuki, Brian Danielson, all these newer guys, that are ground based. Claudio Castagnoli's, those type guys.
You got to throw in Brett. You got to throw in Owen, Benoit.
Anybody that was training.
You got to get some Americans in there, man.
Anybody that was training.
Like I said, I mean, Brett was okay to me.
Okay,
but I'm not a WWE guy.
Okay,
Brett was.
Brett was all right. Look,
Brett.
Look. Okay, so first of all, Brett.
Do we know who the best there is?
Bret Hart was a thief.
Best there will ever be.
Admitted to being a thief. He stole the sharpshooter from Sting.
But he's
the big and
but we're not
he stole from Sting.
We're not focusing on the sharpshooter. We're not even talking. I'm not. The sharpshooter is not the creme de la creme for Bret Hart. Bret Hart is arguably one of the best technical wrestlers of all time.
The best there was.
Young has him on his list.
The best there was.
Without the sharpshooter, is not necessarily Bret Hart.
I used to watch Bret just throw a punch. Just watch that. One motion. The feet hit the ground at the same time that the fist touches the face. One motion. You can't get that these days. Everybody slapping them legs, doing this, doing that. Bret, one motion. Wow. When you see Bret go into that turnbuckle, you know what you're about to get. You know what I'm saying? He oversold that before The Rock was flipping all over the place. Bret took that turnbuckle chest bump like a champ every single time. You thought he was killed at that point when he got whipped into the turnbuckle. Come on now. I'm going to end it with this, and then I'll let Ryder go ahead and chime on.
No.
WrestleMania 12, Iron Man match. You can't get any better. And that was just all ground game from Bret. Shawn Michaels did a couple high flying spots, but everything else was all ground game. Bret put on a clinic for a solid televised hour plus. Actually, it was an hour and 12 minutes plus. That's all I got to say about that. You've seen that match.
Well,
sharpshooter's the sharpshooter. You call whatever. Everybody's stealing everything now. 15 people got the stunner. I've seen so many damn diamond cutters, super kicks. DDT is basically a setup maneuver for a mid maneuver before you get to your finisher. Like, what? It's so convoluted now.
Finishers have died.
And people are reversing the sharpshooter, the scorpion deathlock. Mid-carders are reversing that move these days.
Finishers.
How's he going to get out? How's he going to get out? Pull the leg. Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I agree. I agree the finishers have died, which is why I deal mostly with technical wrestlers. A technical wrestler can finish you 15, 20 different ways.
Yeah, they're going to choke you out or tap you out.
Okay. Well, on YouTube, Young says in terms of in-ring performance, mine has Shawn Taker, Bret Hart, and Mr. Perfect. Also says
WWE mark just like the rest of y'all. Anyway.
What? Hold on.
What are you talking about? He can put over 10
WCW had the house shows all around the state.
Come on now. See, you hated on Young and you didn't even let it. Come on, James.
No, hold up. Go back to his Mount Rushmore. 1 second. Because let's go. Shawn Michaels, AWA, Taker, World Class Wrestling, Mr. Perfect, AWA. So it's not all WWE.
Young, how old are you, Young? How old are you?
If we talking WCW house shows, gotta be over 30. Gotta be over 30.
He put Mr. Perfect
I
in.
get him respect. He's taking guys.
How old is Mr. Young?
This at least 30 to 40. This
35. God damn it! I was close. I was gonna say 35. We should have took numbers on that.
Come on now. See what happens when you drink Guinness? You get the bitch assness in you. You need to stop that. You
35.
Start dancing in my videos. Start dancing in my videos.
All of y'all. He's younger than all of y'all. Come on, man.
We younger than you.
He was WCW house shows in South Georgia. That was toward the end. That was what? Toward the end of WCW's run.
Sumo, you need to stop this because you were sweeping Ted Turner's floors. You need to stop. When he was a baby, over there telling Mamie, go ahead and move over. I'm thirsty too. Move over, little Teddy. So you need to stop talking about who old and who not.
Hey, look, as the elder statesman of this show, I can say that.
No, you got the elder right. I don't know about the statesman part.
You damn right I got it. You damn right. That's the reason why y'all brought me in here. Because of my experience. 50 June 50 years watching wrestling. Me, 50. I'll be 54 years old come June 7th. I've been watching wrestling
TV for 54 years. But you was
damn right.
Ringler Brothers and them watching them back in the day.
Right. Exactly.
Lions and tigers and bears and shit. We know that you's old.
So he's not gonna he just like y'all ain't gonna be able to tell me. Come on now. That's why you brought me on this show.
We brought you
That's
on
why you brought me on this show. For my experience. For my experience.
I said, hey KG, I know somebody
years beyond your WWE experience.
Let's be
That's
honest.
why you brought me on this show.
I was having a conversation with KG, and I said, I know somebody that swept out the tomb where Jesus was, and he's
damn right.
He's been watching wrestling for a long time. He made sure that the area was clear and he could speak really well. And
I came out and I was like, he went to the upper room when Jesus.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh, okay.
Oh well, Don gave you more, took you back further.
I thought y'all said somebody was in here. Ain't nobody in here.
Just give James the cornbread tonight. Just give him the cornbread. Just give him the cornbread.
Well, Don did you a favor because he took you back further than I did. I was just gonna ask you, what was Harriet Tubman?
Hey. So y'all said somebody was in here. They left a note. Hold on a bit. It said, tell Mary I said I'm going to get some milk. I'll be back in 3 days.
Oh my god.
The official title for this show is the Saturday Night Wrestlmaniacs Off the Rails.
Not this one of them hidden episodes we can refer back to. Like, remember that time? Like, we never seen that episode yet, and you never will.
Oh no, everybody gonna see this one.
No, they can't see this one, man.
That's 2 weeks in a row. We supposed to predict.
Did you forget what happened earlier?
I didn't do it.
James said some stuff.
Hey, look.
At least nobody was rapey.
Hey, the powers that be knew when they signed us up, okay? Otherwise, I'm gonna need my money back.
They knew what they was getting. Yeah, they were like,
I'm gonna need somebody to cut me a check.
We still waiting on some checks. Let's not even go there. God dang. We backed up.
I ain't talking about that check. Y'all, KG know who I'm talking about when I'm talking about check.
Whew.
KG.
Why I gotta be Why I gotta be prohibited? What?
I was going to tell a daggone Rosa Parks joke, but I can't say it now because, the Harriet Tubman thing kind of took it away.
Oh, okay. Where we going? Because we had.
How much time we got?
We got about 5 minutes.
Right there.
5
We
minutes.
right there.
Well, I can tell you about this. There's some bullish that's going on in PWI. They are releasing.
Nope. No, that ain't PWI. PWI in this.
You're right. I apologize. I normally go to PWI because they know what the hell they're talking about. Bleacher is on some other hot mess when we're dealing with, as you can see, the top 50 wrestlers of all time. And this is who they named 50 to 41. Big Show, number 50. Lita, 49. So this is, unisex. Vader, 48. Dean Ambrose. We ain't even talking Mox. It's Dean Ambrose, 47. AJ Styles, 46. Asuka, 45. Kofi, 44. 43. Jeff Hardy. 42. Ravishing Rick Rude. And to top it off, Sasha Banks, 41. Thoughts?
That's a terrible top. That's a terrible bottom 10.
Gets me to thinking, because we don't have time to really, like them a new one, that maybe we should do our own and start naming out some names in an upcoming show and fill out our own top 50. Because this is already setting off to be just a hot mess. And who they probably got as number one? Santino?
I think Dude Love is number one.
Number 2, Cactus Jack.
And number 3, Mankind.
Man, y'all know Gilbert is number 1.
Gilbert got to be number 1. How long? Gilbert had one of the longest title reigns of the 90s. The 90s and the early 2000s. He was light heavyweight champion for like 7 years until Dean Malenko came.
And took it.
Yeah.
All I know is there was a break profit that has a video, a meme that's going around. A young, very intelligent, very astute young man was sitting in the back seat of his mother's car, and he expressed my feelings on this in this way. Abu shit.
Yes, sir. Yes, go.
Abu shit.
So that's a good lead into our normal.
For Asuka or Sasha Banks to be on that bottom 10 alone is crap.
Oh, it's travesty.
Having Dean Ambrose above Vader is a problem.
So again, that's why PWI I will listen to. With that being said, the bullshit is a great segue to us wrapping this up because we got 2 timekeepers, and we got 2 timekeepers. All you can do is really get in trouble. They both went to the clock, and I could stretch this a little bit, but I'm gonna play nice. So I felt or I think it would be a great idea for us to just, since it's 316 day, we started strong talking about Stone Cold. Let's just go ahead and end it strong talking about Stone Cold, and everybody give their favorite saying, something that outside of Austin 316 says I just whooped your ass. What's a favorite saying that you've had from Stone Cold over the years? He said a lot. I'll give mine. Great T-shirt. It was the Other Side Jackass T-shirt.
I mean, if you take away 316, that's like the most epic thing that he had. But you know what? I'm gonna go back and give a shout out to my man, him and Brian Pillman, as the Hollywood Blondes, and they used to do this was their thing. So I'm gonna get that a shout out tonight.
All right, Sumo.
I'm sorry. I know I shouldn't be saying it. You already said it, but I mean, hey, you can't deny what started it all.
Yes,
you can't deny it. You can't deny it. I mean, you say you can't say it, but I mean, anything he said after that meant nothing without that promo.
Go ahead and take your Bible back with you.
What about
Stone
your
Cold
Billy Mouth Bastard? That was a good one. AG, you have one?
Got two.
There you go. Two in the chamber.
I'm gonna stomp a mud hole in you, walk the some bitch dry.
There you go.
That's one. I'm gonna drop you on that tiny stack of dimes you call a net.
And James been saying it all night. I'm surprised the one that you've been saying all night you didn't mention.
Well, I've been saying it all night. What? Yeah, I've been saying it all night. I don't have to say it. I don't have
one damn job.
It is. What?
Thank you. So, fellas, we got to go.
When I leave here, I'm going to have me another shot of Jameson. What? Might give me a Guinness. What? Might have some rum. Give me some rum for most. What? Give me foremost whiskey. What?
And a liver transplant.
Have me another shot. What?
Young, welcome to the Sideline Junkies Wrestlemaniacs family. We appreciate you subscribing and joining. If you think this was crazy, we just now beginning in WrestleMania season. It's only going to get worse. Hopefully, too many of your friends.
We might have to start using some DC vernacular and whatnot. Be like, "Hey, Young, what's up, Young?
Oh God,
what's up, Young?
Oh God, please don't." Then he go on to play go-go, and he'll be like, "What the heck is that? Is that a person, place? I can't get with that." But either way, let's go ahead and wrap this up. B, diversify your buns. Konnichiwa, bitches. Motherfuck you. Here you go.
The fourth prestigious
and that's the bottom line.
Stone Cold Steve Austin, an incredible victory. The first thing I want to be done is to get that piece of crap out of my ring. Don't just get him out of the ring, get him out of the WWF. Because I'm proof, son, without a shadow of a doubt, you ain't got what it takes anymore. You sit there and you thump your Bible and you say your prayers, and it didn't get you anywhere. Talk about your Psalms, talk about John 3:16, Austin 3.